host today, and we just pray that you will have a great time in the Lord with us. We pray that we will do like King, and we will lift every voice. We pray that we shall all overcome together. We pray that we shall all come together on this day and the days to come to be able to celebrate the life and the 50 years of his death.
Today I bring you a proclamation from the city of Salina, a proclamation honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. 2018. It reads, whereas the 15th day of January is the birthday anniversary of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and whereas Dr. King stood before the entire world as a man of peace, a champion of human dignity, and an example of love and brotherhood. And whereas the citizens of Salina do recognize Dr. King's contribution to the good of all humankind, and they do desire to perpetuate and implement the ideals expressed in his dreams of peace and harmony among all individuals.
I'm not that way anymore. I'm not that way anymore. God has made a change in my life. I'm not that way anymore.
In his first major civil rights action, Dr. King led the Montgomery bus boycott. This started when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on the bus to a white man. I am so glad I can sit on a bus where I want. Of course, I would give up my seat to an elder, but back to Rosa Parks. She was arrested and spent the night in jail. As a result, Dr. King helped to organize a boycott of the public transportation system in Montgomery. The bus boycott lasted for over a year. It was a very intense time. Martin was arrested in his house.
And if I can help somebody as I pass along, then my living shall not be in vain.
That Lord, let my living not be in vain. Come on, give God one more hand clap of praise. Come on, we ought to be having church up in here. That's what we ought to be having. Somebody ought to say, thank you, Jesus. Somebody say, hallelujah. Hallelujah. So come on, you bless the Lord today. This is 50 years we're celebrating since his death, and we're celebrating his life. I'm glad to be in the house of the Lord one more time. We can't come into a Baptist church without having a little church. Somebody say amen. We can't come into the church without having a little church. Somebody say amen.
We have to understand that when we talk about moving forward, we're talking about progress. You know, when we mention moving forward, we're speaking of progress. And so progress is the goal. If we're not making progress, then something is wrong. And so we want to be able to make progress. And so before we get into progress and moving forward, we have to understand that there is one thing that will guarantee that there is no progress and that there is no movement. There's many things that can hinder progress and hinder movement, but there's one thing in particular that will absolutely guarantee no progress, and that is having the tendency to quit. We cannot have the tendency to quit. We have to always be thinking ahead. We have to always have the initiative to keep moving forward. And that's easier said than done. Because I found out when we start something, when individuals start something, you never start with the mindset to quit. When you start, you never start thinking that I'm going to quit this thing here in about 2 days. That doesn't happen. But what happens is as you're going and as you're going through life, all of a sudden life has a way of knocking you upside the head. So sometimes you have to block out the naysayers, because there's going to be people that try to elevate your disappointments for you. There's going to be people that are going to remind you that you've fallen 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. There are going to be people that try to bring up your past. There's going to be people that are going to try to bring up your failures. And you have to learn to ignore them You have to learn to disassociate with them and find a new group of friends to hang out with. Because some people are not good for you. Especially when you have goals, especially when you have dreams, especially when you are trying to make progress.
We shall overcome.
We shall